What up, champions? Hey, what up, guys? It's really early here. It's about 5:30, almost 6 in the morning. Salt Lake City. Shout out 801. Um, I wanted to make a video. I don't know. Well, I'm going to title this video, if you're in the hospital or just had a major accident, watch this. Um, because um, there's things to help you in your process of healing. But when you're actually in the hospital, there's, at least I didn't find any that explained what you can do, what you should do, how you can prepare for when you come home. Even though the hospital helped me prepare, there was a lot more that I could have done to be more prepared. So I talked on my previous video about if you just had a major accident and you're in the hospital. I was in the hospital from October 22nd to December 24th is when I got home. Coming right up on 1 year. When I got home, my 1 year anniversary when I landed in the hospital just passed 22nd of October. And if you didn't see my previous videos, I had 3 heart attacks, 3. First one happened in a Walmart parking lot in Park City, Utah. Park City Fire Department saved my life, revived me. I had 2 more heart attacks on the way to the University of Utah. I was in a coma, I want to say for like 7 days. When I woke up, I could hear the doctors telling, or the doctors telling my wife and my mom, this could be him. This might be how you take him home. And at that point, I couldn't talk. I couldn't breathe on my own. I had a breathing tube. All I could do was hear. I couldn't even move my hands. Nothing. And on top of that, and if you're in the hospital right now, please watch this. They're not trying to kill you. I don't know what your brain does. I talked to one other person that had a similar experience. But every night after I woke up, I couldn't speak, I couldn't move. But I thought the nurses and the doctors were gonna kill me. For reals. Like I thought they were gonna, inject me with poison. Every night I thought, this is it, they're gonna kill me. 100%. Like I thought this is the day I die. Now, I don't remember my accident. So that feeling, that scared feeling was not there. It was pretty much like somebody snapped their fingers and then I woke up in the hospital. Yeah, even the 28 minutes that I was dead, I didn't see anything, no light, no nothing like that, guys. So that's my experience. Anyways, I was in the hospital and every night for the first like 10 nights, I thought they were gonna kill me. Well, first of all, of course, that's way wrong. They're doing everything they can to see if you can survive. But I used to have a doctor. He would come and he would grab my big toe and he'd say, "Move it." And I'd close my eyes, and with everything I had, I'd try and move my toe. And he'd go, "Oh, I felt a little something there." He more than likely didn't feel anything. At that point, I couldn't move. I could barely move my hands. He'd come in every day and do that. And then great nurses. I also had a psychologist. Guys, if you are in the hospital, it's free to you. Get a psychologist. Talk to them once a day before your physical therapy, before you start the day, after you finish your day, whatever. It will help. Find out tell them what you think of your situation so they can analyze it. Tell them why you think you're there, so they can analyze it. It's really all I can say about that. And then once you're in bed, just do everything they tell you. I actually, my kidney shut down. I was on dialysis for a month. And the doctors, I actually couldn't even drink water, let alone eat. I had a feeding tube. It took me a while to breathe on my own. That day, they told me, we're going to take the breathing tube out. But if you can't breathe on your own, we're going to have to re-intubate you. And at that point, it's going to be life changing because I don't think they can just keep reintubating you and taking you out of that. So they told me, if you can't breathe on your own, we're going to have to reintubate you. And they took that breathing tube out and I felt like I was underwater. The thing is that I swam my whole life, so I was kind of used to it. So instead of panicking right away, which my body wanted to, I was able to kind of relax, slow my heart rate down as much as I could. I was still scared out of my mind, but I was able to catch my breath that day. And I don't use a breathing tube. I used oxygen for a few months, and now I don't. I don't use oxygen. When I was in the bed though, stretch all you can. I wasn't very mobile. But even then I would stretch. I would grab, my legs, my knees, bring them up, butterflies. You can sit up your bed almost to a sitting position. Don't just lay there, guys. It's hard not to, especially when they're giving you, whatever pain medications and whatever to make you comfortable, guys. Don't start taking advantage of that stuff because you're going to end up probably where you are or worse. That's just begging for more problems. So it sounds like you would already have enough problems if you're in a hospital. To develop a pain, an addiction to painkillers would be really, really rough. Addiction is a whole nother thing that I can also talk about. But anyways, I just want to shout out to all my people in Wisconsin, everybody in my wheelchair group, trying to stay warm. It's cold. I don't even know if it snowed here in Salt Lake City. Like I said, it's stay warm. Guys, before I do see posts about trying to find parts for your chair and all that. So my wife, while I was in the hospital, applied for Medicare. Which is amazing. It took care of all my medical expenses. But now that I'm out, I need to go on disability Medicaid. I am in the process of changing that. If you're in Utah, I can show you what that process was. But I'm being told once I get that, I'm also gonna have UTA, is a bus ride service here, Utah Transportation Authority, I think it is. Anyways, I saw a post that somebody had an issue relying on people giving them rides if they choose to start an activity, maybe a part-time job. I get it. I have a full-time job and a part-time job, guys. My full-time job now allows me to work from home. That was an issue at first. I won't get into all of that, but and then my part-time job, I actually have to go into if I want to get paid. They are very flexible with that. Is where my UTA would come into play. I'm looking to get rides to and from. But if not, guys, I have found that Uber will pick you up. Of course, I have a foldable chair. If you're in a motorized chair, this will be a lot tougher. But if you're in a foldable chair, Uber will pick you up. Now I give the drivers a heads up. I'm like, hey, I'm in a foldable wheelchair. They usually 9 times out of 10 just say okay. Very nice. I've had great experience. I had one guy cancel on me. I texted him and I was like, hey, I'm in a foldable wheelchair. 30 seconds later, he canceled. At least he canceled. Like I'm not like, maybe he didn't want to deal with it. Maybe he was in a rush. I don't care. Like, at least he canceled. And then the dude that came and picked me up after was amazing. Helped me with my chair, got me all the way to my house. They help you get it off of their car so you can get back on it. So look into that, guys. So temporarily, and then if not, look into your local government help. See if there's any type of help that you can make or get for rideshare. Reach out to community help. The LDS Church is huge here in Utah. LDS Church is the Mormon church for some of you that don't know. I myself am not LDS. I'm not Mormon. But they will go out of their way to help you. I wouldn't say they, give you rides and stuff, but here the churches help you a ton. After my accident, my whole neighborhood was amazing. I live in a cul-de-sac, and I've known my neighbors forever. They're all amazing. Shout out to all of them. But guys, just make sure you're reaching out. Don't. I know it's hard. I thought I know I can be annoying, but I felt myself becoming a burden every time I needed a ride, every time I wanted to go somewhere. So don't get like that, guys. Just if they offer it and they're willing to do it, then it's probably okay. But I get it. I get it's hard asking. But if that's your only choice, guys, don't feel bad. Like, you already exhausted other options, and if you have to ask a parent, I carpool with my mother in the mornings, by the way. She also works downtown Salt Lake City, and she starts at about the same time as me. So we carpool in the morning. She picks me up in the morning when I go into the office. If not, I'll work from home. But anyways, guys, I hope you just had a major accident. Stretch. Don't get too comfortable in that bed. Do everything you can to get yourself out of that bed. Even if it's impossible right now, give it time. But get ready. Get ready for that point. When I say I wish I would have been more ready here at home, like, I'll show you guys. Like, the width of my, the wheels of my, this. So I actually just yesterday, I should have made a video, but I adjusted the wheels so that they sit more narrow, I guess. But what's happening is that I was rubbing into all my door frames, and they're all like this beautiful white. I had just repainted them, and now they're like all like scuffed up in black and everything. So I ended up taking that wheel cover off because it was a grip, it was a black grip, and it was messing up my door frames. I used to be a painter, contractor, so interior finishing, it's gotta look good, so I know my office doesn't look great, but it is a work in progress. I actually painted the door trim and the doors. There's two closet doors and an office door, with a paint rig off of an old wheelchair. I did it myself with the help of my boys. I made an Instagram video on it. I'll post my Instagram on here. But guys, don't, if you used to do something before your accident, see if you can still do it, or see if you can still do some form of it. I was a drywaller, painter, and all that. So, I got my paint rig together, got my kids to do some prep work, and then I painted it. I sprayed. I'm a professional painter, guys. Just because I can't walk anymore doesn't mean I'm still not a journeyman carpenter. I was in the union for a lot of years, guys. So shout out to my local union, 801. All right, guys. Well, thank you for listening to me. Sorry about the camera change. Have a great day.